Tell us about it. Well,
Appointments on Saturday from
Hell yeah.
you.
just from that. I owe it.
No. Good morning, Van. Thank you for getting us on this live version of the Morning Grind, where every Monday through Friday, 8:29 on the dot, we're going to start this show, and we're going to start off by always saying something that we're thankful for. Today, let's start it out. Let's give it up for none other than Joe Rich. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, my best friend.
Well, make sure you go in there and tell him as I post this. Josh, what are you thankful for today?
I'm thankful for my best friend.
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for him. And I'm also thankful for Sam Gordon coming in here yesterday with them cookies.
Did you eat any of the cookies?
I had like a quarter of one, yeah.
Wendell Cousin, good morning. Happy birthday, Joe Rich. Jason Will, good. Hey, how are you feeling?
Feeling a lot better.
Are you?
Yeah.
What got you down?
Strep throat.
Strep throat. How do you know it was strep throat?
I had to
What
go
are you
to the doctor
chewing?
and get swabbed for it. My rapid came back negative, but then they called me the morning that I came in here when I went home for lunch that I had it. And now my daughter and my wife both tested positive.
Oh shit! But you know who cares?
Nobody.
Nobody gives a damn. But we're in a world full of victims where they want people. Damn, I'm sick. But honestly, nobody cares. I'm not beating up on your family, but it's a toughness, a callousness that you got to develop because nobody gives a shit if you're sick. As a matter of fact, they judge you for what you don't do when you're sick. Just saying. But hey, I'm glad you're in here. Cam, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for, feel like my knowledge of Shelton Square is paying off. Just going over there and learning about the neighborhood.
Good for you. My wife is in here, Brittany Renee. Why ain't she done the show yet, Josh?
Scared?
So scared.
Why have you not done it?
Shaking in my boots.
Why have you not done it?
Because usually I'm really busy in the mornings.
Oh, excuse maker.
Boots to the ground.
What are you thankful for? If you're on here, let me know and share. What are you thankful for? Give us something. What are you thankful for this morning?
You, baby.
Well, thank
Always
you.
you.
Hey, yeah, she's going to go out to lunch and look for furniture today. Brittany is on Morning Grind tomorrow. Is that what I heard? I don't know, Sam. I don't know why she won't do it. Van, let's all get in a positive mindset. What are you thankful for this morning?
I have to say I'm thankful for Joe Rich.
Van is happy for Joe Rich. All right, on with the show. My success did not start to get any form of traction until I learned to get stable. What is, Google the definition of stable, Josh, and let us know what is the definition of stability. What is stability? What does that look like? Why is it important? And how stable do you think you are?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Of an object or structure not likely to give way or overturn. Firmly fixed.
Firmly fixed. Are you firmly fixed with your future self? Do you ask yourself that? Like 5 things you're supposed to come in and do every single day. What are they?
Make 50 calls, do a video, train, role play, be here at 7:50.
Okay. Is that an always?
No. Not currently.
Okay, so I can predict what his future is going to look like unless he changes that. What do you think it'll look like?
It'll look like
First off, do you agree with this law?
yeah, absolutely.
Well, why are you saying you're not doing that?
I don't know. I guess I just haven't committed to it. I know it's the right thing to do, but
It's got to become an always. It has to be an all. No matter what, you got to do it. It's in line with our main principle to always do what you say you're going to do. How about you, lunch boy? What are your 5 things that you're supposed to do every single day around here? And do you always do your 5 things?
Yes. Take the trash out, make sure that's caught up with, make sure notes and Zillow and Sierra are caught up with, talk to the agents about appointments.
I think you're making some of this stuff up.
This is what I do every day. That's all I'm saying is what I
Well, see, you ought to have a list up there. Why is it important for him to know what he's supposed to do?
Build the capacity.
Build the capacity. Decent answer.
Keeps you on track.
Keeps you on track.
Because if
Training was the last
if you
one.
don't know what you're gonna do, you're not gonna do anything.
Hayden asked, "Did you train? Did you train today?
Today?
For you? Did you train yesterday after 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Are you sure? Hayden, did you train? Okay, so I believe the benefit of writing things down that you do. Don't do it, Josh. I'm trying to yawn.
I'm fine.
Whenever you write these things down and you do them, it's kind of like this. If we were to play basketball and nobody knew the score, hello, Andre, nobody knew the score, and I just said, all right, game's over. And nobody knew who won. How do you know if you're a winner? How do you know if you're winning if you're not like looking at the data? That's why you need to create this list of always. What do always look like? Well, here's what I like. To get here at a certain time. What time do I want you here by? Has he been doing that?
Yeah.
Has he, Josh?
No, not one.
See how I can trick Josh.
Not one. He fucked up one time. I remember that.
Did he? But compared to how it used to be, he still battles like the 8-14. It's like
I'd say it's very.
it's like he's so close to screwing up, but he has started. I've noticed he's getting a little closer to like 8-10. What time did you get here today?
Today I got here at 8:13.
8:13. Okay.
But yesterday I got here at 8:05, I think.
Okay. So Hayden said he trained. I doubt Drew trained. I wish he would train. What time did you get here this morning?
Not till 8:15.
Is that 8:15? About 8:20. But you're here, but you probably don't feel good about it now that I'm bringing it to your attention. What time did you get here, Josh?
7:45.
And Cam, you've gotten later. What's going on with you?
Nothing.
Is your stability slipping?
A little bit. In some
It's,
areas. Not in like the, I wouldn't say in the work area. I'd say outside of that.
Well, let me tell you why it's so important to have an always. An always equals stability. You're in a world that's very unpredictable. You're in a world that's very unstable. The least you could do is tell yourself, I'm going to be stable no matter what. No matter what happens, I'm doing these 5 things. These 5 things that are going to help me. They're going to help my job. They're going to help this company. They're going to help Josh. They're going to help Van. Going to help me. But most importantly, it's going to help yourself. Because whenever you develop this always, what you're going to find is confidence comes with always. If it's worth doing one time, commit to it and just do it every single day. These people that do something and then they don't do it, they've always got an excuse. Something popped up. This came up, or I couldn't do it because of this. I don't know why. I don't know the reason, but I do know this. Lousy results follow people that don't have stability, that don't have an always. If there's one thing you can learn how to fix right now that's going to create a foundation, like we're doing the foundation on our house right now. What would happen if our foundation didn't always stay structured, flat, didn't move? What if it was moving around a little bit?
The house would fall apart.
That's exactly right. How would it feel if you're riding in an airplane, you and Zeno are going to Boston, and the airplane was not stable?
Wouldn't be fun.
Wouldn't be fun, would it? Well, every day you see what works in the world, and it's stable, and we take stability for granted. Stable. Having always is very powerful. Every single day. Did you go work out today? What's happened to you? Confession time.
Confession.
Here's what's so hard about success. Success, it's not doing impossible things. It's just the always that it takes of showing up. Did you work out yesterday? Have you worked out this week?
It's been 1 week since I have.
Did you intentionally take off a week?
No.
Did you work
Well,
out?
I guess you could say I'm not waking up. That's
Hey, are you
intentional.
going boxing tonight?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. My back is hurting, but I will show up.
Hey,
I show up for Josh because I told him I'd show up. But the hardest thing about success is the showing up every day when you don't want to show up. It's the people who can outlast the other people. When you think of somebody in this office, you know who shows up every single day and just outlasts the the temptation of giving in to their always? Who's somebody you could think of?
I usually think of Josh just because every morning when I get here, he's always here at 7:45.
Who do you think of?
Van, not Josh. Van.
Ooh, the Ed's fighting back. Who do you think of, Van?
Damn.
It's my fault.
Well, of course you're going to think of me, but other than me, who do you think of? Josh. Who do you think of? See, Josh, I would say is the picture here of stability. But Josh is at 21 years old. Josh is he's at a success most 21-year-olds don't have. Josh, you're so much further ahead of where I was at 30. What was your secret?
Stability.
You're copying my shit now.
I'd say just build my
But-
capacity.
But if we're just looking back, I wouldn't say Josh is the smartest guy we got here. Would you?
Probably the dumbest.
Maybe the dumbest.
Second, the dumbest.
But I think Josh is the most mentally tough person we have here, where he can come in and do the same things. If you had to bet, do you know what 75 hard is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's 75 days of no alcohol, reading, exercising twice a day. For
Yep.
at least
Okay.
45 minutes.
If you had to bet your life on one person here that could do it, who would you go with?
I would say Josh.
You would say that ain't certain. I would say that leaves room for mystery.
Actually, I don't know that I know anybody in here well enough to say that I would.
If you had to, or I just shot you.
Well,
You got to pick somebody.
Josh.
Who would you go with?
Brittany.
Over Josh? Who would you go with?
It's going myself.
You would go with you.
Hell yeah, do 75 hard.
Van, who would you go with?
Josh for sure.
That's sad that we're not.
Okay, so Josh has that reputation with us. We are outside of Josh. We are external forces looking at Josh. And if we all have a consensus opinion other than you, I wonder if my wife's on the phone. I'd like to ask her
I
who
don't
would
know
she
what he
bet
does
on.
outside of work.
If you're watching this, Edward or Andrew and Hayden, who would y'all bet on? We're all externally pretty much betting on Josh. Imagine how Josh feels. Who would you bet on?
You.
Who would you really bet on?
I bet on myself. 100%.
Do you see what I'm saying? He has this reputation outside. Everybody's looking at Josh. Imagine what his reputation with himself is like. And the way he's done this is not just something that was easy. How long have you been on this journey of an always, of stability?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
August of 19.
What is it going to look like if you can continue this, Josh, for 10 years? See, most people, they can do it for the short time. They can sprint it out. They can come out of the blocks fast. But success is about who can sustain things and who can grow, who can add a stable floor, get to it, stack, grow, keep growing. Because you're going to be doing things in 5 years you're not doing today. Your life's going to look different if you can continue to do this. Shut us down, Vingratin.